Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tarina Grant,
And my name is Lisette Tavares.
and we're going to be talking about emotional and behavior disorder, also known as EBD. For the agenda today, we're going to be talking about the information based on the EBD, like the ethology, symptoms, and characteristics, and also the practices and the different obligations with the NACI Code of Ethical Conduct and Principles, and also different modifications and accommodations, and also instructional strategies across age groups, and also the strategies and the community system of care, and demonstration of the three adaptations to be designed by the group and for the classroom to be ready for that certain child to come into the class. And also the handout is in the beginning right here if you guys want to look at it. Disability overload. So let's start with the basics. According to IDEA, the Individual with Disabilities Education Act, emotional and behavior disorder is defined as a condition that signifies affects a child's ability to learn and function in a typical classroom setting. It's important for us to understand EBD because it's not as bad of a behavior. It's a neurological emotion that affects how a child processes the world. It shows up in that different ways like aggression and tantrums or even complete silence, just like how this picture is at the bottom right here, showing the different emotions that they feel for this condition. And for inclusionary practices, hold on. For inclusionary practices, creating a truly inclusive environment for students with EBD requires proactive planning, consistency, and empathy. These students thrive when they feel safe, understood, and supported. Students with EBD thrive on routine and clear expectations. They use things like visual schedules, first and then boards, which I have right here, and pre-teaching transitions like 2 minutes to clean up, things like that, because they um they could only thrive on that little bit of attention. Strategy two is calm down corners, which I have here at the bottom here, because these aren't like timeouts. It's for them to feel like they're safe. It's a safe place for them. So they could choose to just regulate in. And there could also be in the picture, there's toys and things in there that they could use to help them relax and calm down. And also positive behavior support groups could also help them and reward them for what they do during their study. And I have here also peer support, pairing students with their peer buddy. It builds strong empathy and confidence for them, which is a great idea. And also, social emotional learning activities could also teach the child how to identify and manage their feelings. And also at the bottom right here, this picture co-teaching is actually a great idea as well because the ESE and the general education teacher like us could co-plan with each other to share different instructions. Legal obligations and ethics. So as educators, we're not just encouraged, but we are legally required to support these students with disabilities, including EBD. So this is the right here on the left side is the individual family service plan, which is used for very young children, and it focuses on families, family-based goals, and it is updated every 6 months to see how the child is doing. Right here at the bottom is the individual education program. And in pre-K and beyond, it includes academic and behavioral goals, support services, and a often behavior intervention plan for the students. And then also we have IEP is used in pre-K and beyond. I know someone that has IEP and she still uses the IEP till today. And if she's in college and if she don't pass the class, if she doesn't pass the class, they'll give her like a C, a automatic C is what I'm trying to clarify for the IEP. So it is used in pre-K and beyond, includes academic and behavioral goals and support services. So she also uses Access department to help her with her classes to see which ones she should do and for them to help accommodate her in the class. And often a um and often students with EBD as well. And IEPs must be followed by everyone on the team, including us teachers, including all teachers and college teachers as well, and at least once a year. But for us in college, it's like every semester we keep updated with the Access department. I know this is different from IEP, but I just wanted to clarify that as well. Eth the NACI Code of Ethics reminds us that to respect each child's condition and promote inclusion as well. And for the FEAPs includes designing instruction for all learners and managing a safe and respectful environment and delivering engaging instructions. And last one, demonstrating professionalism and reflection. Modifications versus accommodations. Accommodations change from how the student learns, not what they're expected to learn. For example, break cards, extra time on tests, um, preferable seating and noise reducing headphones, and also visual instructions, which I have here on the chart, structure literature. For modification changes what the student learns. For example, like reduced number of assignments, lower reading level texts on the reading test, and alternative assignments and adjusted grading. So for accommodation, they change the visuals or the task, but for modification, they change the five problems. They change it to five instead of 10. It's fewer. They alternate the assignments for modifications. And for accommodations, it's for just extended time on tests just to help them. It's accommodate. Modify, change, accommodate is to help. That's another way to help to separate the different meanings.
Instructional strategies across age groups for children with emotional and behavior disorder, such as known as EBD, birth to age 2 infants and toddlers, which is the picture right here to the right. Responsive caregiving, consistently responding to a baby's cues, such as examples as crying, gestures, vocalizations with warmth and sensitivity, foster secure attachment, emotional safety, and trust in adults. Predictable routines, establishing consistent feeding, napping, and play routines helps reduce anxiety and builds emotional stability for toddlers prone to dysregulation. Co-regulation. When infants or toddlers become upset, caregivers model calming behaviors using soothing tones, gentle touch, or rocking to help them regulate their emotions. Simple emotional language. Use simple phrases like you're sad or that scared you to begin labeling emotions and teaching early emotional vocabulary. Safe sensory play. Engaging toddlers in sensory experiences like water play, soft textures, or music promotes self regulation and reduces frustration. Next. Pre-K ESC ages 3 to 5. Visual supports and schedules. Use picture schedules, calm down charts, and behavior cue cards to provide structure and reduce emotional overload, which is in this picture right here. Social stories and role play. Read or act out short, simple stories that model appropriate behavior, emotional responses, and problem solving steps. Emotion coaching. Teach children to identify feelings. I feel mad, and practice coping strategies like deep breathing, squeezing a stress ball, or using a break area. I believe that it's really important to teach or understand the kids' emotions because it's really important to understand how they feel. Positive behavior support, which is also known as PBS, reinforce desired behaviors through praise, token systems, or small rewards, focusing on teaching what to do rather than punishing what not to do. Small group social skills instruction. Target skills such as sharing, turn taking, and asking for help through guided peer interactions with adult support. Next. Kindergarten to grade 3, ages 5 through 8. Check in and check out systems. Provide structured daily behavior monitoring with a trusted adult who reviews goals, offers encouragements, and provides feedback at the start and end of the day. Here to my right is a photo that I put of the different emotions that kids can have, whether they're calm, happy, silly, confused, nervous, tired, etc. Self-monitoring tools teach students to track their own emotions or behaviors using charts, traffic light cards like red, yellow, and green, or journals. This builds self-awareness and accountability. Cognitive behavioral techniques help students reframe negative thoughts. I can't do this becomes I'll try my best. And practice calming strategies like counting to 10, visualization, or using a calm down corner. Here, meditation and cooperative learning promote teamwork and empathy through partner activities, group projects, and structured social problem solving with peers. Flexible seating and break options allow movement, fidget tools, or access to a quiet space when students feel overwhelmed to prevent escalation of emotional responses, and collaborative behavior plans. Develop individualized behavior intervention plans that include student voice, family input, clear goals, and consistent consequences. Next. Strategies to cultivate circles of support for the child and family emotional and behavior disorder. Number one, collaborated team-based planning. Create an individualized education plan, IEP, or behavior intervention plan, BIP, that includes input from teachers, family specialists, and if appropriate, the student. Schedule frequent team check-ins to review behavior data, emotional needs, and progress. Involve mental health professionals such as school counselors, physiologists, or therapists. 2. Strong family school communication. Use daily or weekly communication tools, e.g., communication journals, class dojo apps to share updates. Focus on positive behavior updates, not just challenges. Families need to hear the wins. Respect and include family voice by asking about home behavior patterns, coping strategies, and concerns. Offer training or resources to help families manage behaviors at home, escalation techniques, and self-regulation activities. Next. Community systems of care. War Round Services, a team-based approach that brings together family, school, mental health professionals, and community supports. Services are individualized, strength-based, and family-driven, includes case managers who help coordinate between agencies and monitor progress. Community mental health services, access to clinical counseling, therapies, psychological evaluations, and crisis interventions may be provided at community clinics, mobile crisis units, or school-based health centers, and often includes parent support and education to manage behaviors at home. Healthcare providers and developmental pediatricians play a key role in early identification and referrals for mental health concerns, may provide medication management, ongoing monitoring, or referrals to specialists. Involves collaboration with schools to align medical and educational supports. Next. Adaption 1, birth to 2 years. Musical touch mats. Here to the right, it is a photo of different colors of mats, different textures, so when the kids step on it, they can feel on how it feels. Needed address sensory of hearing impairment, activity adapted music and movement circle time demonstration. Lay out 3 full mats, each with a different texture, soft, bumpy, and squishy. Each mat has a symbol card, sun, star, etc., and lights up or vibrates. You can simulate this with LED push lights or even textured toys. When a song plays for a visual cue like waving a scarf is shown, infants are encouraged to crawl or toddle to the mat that is lit up. Purpose encourages nonverbal sensory-driven participation for hearing impaired or sensory-seeking toddlers. Adaptation to pre-K ages 3 to 5. Visual Says Simon Says. Need address hearing impairment or language delay. Activity adapted traditional Simon Says game demonstration. Use large visual cue cards such as examples, cartoon pictures of jump, clap, touch head, The Simon uses both sign language and the visual card to give the command. Children follow only when the card is raised with the Simon Says visual sign, a green check mark. Purpose supports children who need visual or signed instruction to understand and engage, reinforces listening skills and visual discrimination. Adaptation 3, Kindergarten Grade 3, focuses fidget writing, need address ADHD or focuses difficulties, activities adapted independent writing activity, demonstration. So a simple writing prompt. What did you do on the weekend? Give each student a silent, frigid tool, textured pencil grip, small squishy toy. Place visual trimmers, stand trimmers, or apps on the table to help manage time. Optionally, use flexible seating, wobble cushion, or standing desk pad. Purpose helps students self-regulate, focus, and complete tasks with the physical engagement. Next. And this is
So,
our
okay,
conclusion.
everyone, this is our references that we use to make the presentation. And then we have a Kahoot here if you guys want to go ahead and go and play. It's just 5 questions. And then
Thank you so much for your
thank you guys for
attention.
your time, for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you.